Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome into the EVES auction room here this morning on another beautiful, sunny Waikato day. Now, about 45 seconds ago, I was given a little bit of a task to get a word in today, and I'm going to get that out of the way now. Taryn, I'm going to say that we are offering these wonderful people here today a tremendous opportunity to buy your next real estate property and move on to the next chapter of your lives for our sellers as well. All set to go now? Yep. Mission accomplished there, Taryn. Well done, good stuff. My name's Grant Child. My role today is to simply facilitate proceedings here. I'm obviously coattailing the great work of Tracey and Warren, who have been presenting both of the properties that we're offering you here today. Amber, she's going to look after all the technology in the auction room as well, so if things go haywire, we'll just pause, she'll sort it all out and we'll get back on track. She's even that skilled, she'll even make your bids come up on the top right hand corner of the screen as you look at it, so you won't get lost as to where the bidding is as we work our way through and helping you buy your property. Talking about help, we've also got Janine and Mark. They're available at the back of the room there. If you've got any questions throughout proceedings, just pop your hand up, they'll come over and satisfy any concerns, questions, queries that you might have throughout the proceedings, but you're more than welcome to ask me, and I'm happy to pause the auction and facilitate that for you as well. Documentation, well, there's no different to any real estate transaction. We do have documentation to tend to. The first one I bring your attention to, you see it up there on the screen. It's been available to you throughout your inspections and open for inspections as well. That's the Buyers and Sellers Guide put out by the Real Estate Authority. They're also available on the table over there on the left-hand side. Let's go to the most important document, of course, and that's the one for you, and that is the contract of sale that we work to. Formally titled as the Particulars and Conditions of Sale by Auction, approved by the Auckland District Law Society, the Real Estate Institute of New Zealand, and our vendor solicitors as well. We certainly trust that you've consulted with your solicitor and had everything checked out as well, because when you buy at auction, you are buying on a cash, unconditional basis. And you are also buying on the basis that you are deemed to have accepted the vendor's title without any rights of requisition. Now, the main part of the contract, you will have perused that. By way of any bidding today, I'm going to assume that you've read, understood, accept that contract that we work to, and I'll just take you back to the front page to the conduct of auction, which you see up there superimposed on the screen there. I'm not going to go through that in its entirety either. I'm just going to remind you of a couple of things. Firstly, your obligations. Should the hammer fall in your favour this morning, you are the successful purchasers. Your only obligations today, prior to commencing your celebrations, that is to sign the contract and, of course, pay your deposit equaling 10% of the purchase price. So that's all we need you to do today. I'm just also going to remind you just something about vendor bidding. There's a little bit of a myth out there in the marketplace that auctioneers use vendor bids to try and push the price up. Well, that's absolute codswallop. Never has been the situation. Vendor bids are simply a technique that I'm the only one that's authorised to utilise a vendor bid. I will only utilise it if I've got one person participating in the auction, and it is simply a technique to work alongside you, work with you, to get you to what I call the negotiating platform. That is below the seller's reserve price. It is just working you to a point where the vendors are happy to continue a negotiation process with you from that point on, where we pause the auction and we continue those negotiations. So if I'm holding a vendor bid at any stage, folks, then our sellers, through me to you, are saying thanks but no thanks, but if that's all you're prepared to pay, then see you later. We're happy to continue as the owners. So it's simply a technique to facilitate you, if you're the only person that's participating in the auction, to give you that opportunity to bid and buy today. Happy to answer any questions at this juncture, folks, before we press on and offer you these two tremendous properties. There you go, Tara, two. There we go, you're counting. How many do I have to do to get a free coffee?
I just buy a free coffee.
Just joking. We like to have just relax things and have a little bit of fun here at EVES, folks. So no questions. My understanding today, Tracey Warren, we haven't got any registered telephone bidders on either of the two properties, so it's entirely over to you that are here seated in the room. So let's go to the first one, 34 Corfi Street here. As I said, there's Tracey and Warren over there on your left-hand side. They need no introduction, because they are really two people who know how to present property with style, heart and serious motivation to sell. And I can tell you, our sellers are keen to work with the cash buyers here today. We look at the legal aspects of the property. 34 Coffey Street, a freehold estate, 946 square metres of land is what you buy here. Good old Kiwi terra firma, all described in record of title SA 11D folio 1233. Just reminding you that the security system and the waste disposal, they do stay on settlement date warrant, but they are as is. No vendor warranties as far as those two items are concerned. And your settlement date, you don't have to wait very long, folks, because the driveway to this property can have your furniture truck in it on the 30th of October, and that is 2024. Today being the 16th, you don't have long to wait, and you can be moving into this wonderful opportunity here. So located just a heartbeat away from the Waikato Hospital, this is an ultimate prescription for convenience, ideal for both professionals and investors alike as well. You've got it perched very nicely on that elevated spot. You've got those wonderful peaceful views, a sprinkle of the manuka trees there. The privacy and serenity of this one never ever looked so good as what it does here today. You get an idea of that on those shots looking out the windows of the internal photos. Built with the legendary Lockwood charm there. It's solid, it's stylish, wrapped in those beautiful timber finishes as well. It's a little bit like a cosy cabin, but with more elbow room, so to speak, where you can spread out. Speaking of space, well, this one really does offer room for everyone, whether it's family life, home office needs, hosting a crowd. Really is plenty to go around with this property here at 34 Coffey Street. So in your hands, buyers, where do we say go? We'd like to start the auction away. Happy to work with our cash buyers. You set the benchmark of where we say go on this one. I'll guide you from there. Looking for an opening bid. I can assure you folks, if you don't buy today here, like I said in my preamble, our vendors are seriously motivated. They want to work with the cash interest today. If you're in a position of cash, you're pre-approved with your finance, got all your ducks in the line, let's work together here whilst the auction is live, because I can tell you now, if I close the auction on this property, folks, we're going to put a price out there in the marketplace that I know that these guys are going to be absolutely flat out. I'm reasonably confident that you'll have some competition after the auction. Happy to work with you in a position of cash. You set the benchmark on where we say go. First call now for an opening bid. Second time. Final opportunity, otherwise I'm going to close it. We're going to put that price out there over the live stream immediately. Quickly. Okay, guys, I'm going to close the auction down. We're now going to price this property, and I can tell you now, Warren, is your car full of fuel? It is going to need to be, mate, because you're going to be busy. When this price hits the marketplace right now at $809,000, that's all you need to buy this property here, folks. $809,000. It is very much still available. Get ready, Warren. You're going to be busy once people start seeing that online, and you're going to be very, very busy. I can see, I can almost visualise the soul sticker on the signboard already. $809,000 buys that wonderful property, folks. Auction is now closed. Here it comes again. On the job again, same marketing consultants, all part of our wonderful team at EVES here that do an outstanding job. This particular property here, 109 Fraser Street, looking at the legal aspects of this one, it's a cross-lease freehold, all described in record of title SA 45D, folio 55. Now excluded on this one is the blue pots, housing the pot plants, and the Harrod sheep garden art as well. So those two items not included in the sale.
Correct.
They'll be taken away on settlement date, so they won't be there for you, folks. Your furniture truck can be in the driveway of this property on the 15th of November 2024. So well and truly settled in, unpacked, and ready for Christmas that looms fairly quickly indeed. Let's go back to the property itself here and have a look at what's on available here. Sitting absolutely pretty on Fraser Street there. It's known for its wide tree-lined charm, those easy strolls to town or to work. This property here, folks, you may never need your car again. That's how convenient it's located. It's slightly elevated for that perfect balance of privacy, security. It really is a little bit like living in your own oasis as well. Stepping inside that gleaming native wooden floors that there they go, you can see them there on the screen, absolutely stunning. You've got the fresh carpet, the furnishings that say, it's a real true statement, and you can enhance that with your own furnishings, and this home will just shout welcome home every time you walk through the front door. The kitchen, well, that's quite simply a chef's delight. The modern touches with storage galore as well, plus you've got that open plan living. Well, that means you'll be the host with the most, whether you're inside or out on that private deck that you can see there on the screen. It really is one of those properties that ticks all the boxes. Cash buyers, here we go. Where do we say go? $570,000. We're underway at $570,000. Happy to take a $10,000 rise from here. At $570, a good strong start there, ma'am. You've been to bidding school with an opening bid like that. At $570, happy to take a 10 on top here. Where do we go from here, buyers? Happy to take $580 if it's there. It's $570 over here with a good strong opening bid. Tells you you're buying good property when they belt it out nice and bold like that. At $570, first call now for a $10,000 rise. Second time at $570. Third, last opportunity for you to come back in. Working alongside us now. $580 behind you over your right shoulder there at $580, ma'am. Immediate retort at $590 I would suggest for you.
$590.
$590, beautiful. At $590, I love it when people actually listen to me. It never happens at home. At $590,000, rounding it to an even $600 there, sir.
Yep,
600 it is. At 600 we go now. Another 10 on top there, ma'am. Let's go quickly now. Fast bid's a good bid. Keep the pressure on. I call it the accelerator with a fast bid. At $600,000, do we say 10 more for you? Put yourself back in front. 600's an even number. It might be the limit. You need to be in the lead to get the opportunity here. At $600,000, are we in or out? What about a 5? Here to work alongside you, here to help you. Hate seeing sadness in the auction room, but unfortunately as an auctioneer, I can only sell to one person. At the moment, it's not you at this point in time. Gentleman's in the lead at 600. Happy to take 5 to put you back in front. First call now.
605.
605. Another 10, is it, Sue, making it 615? Just a suggestion. Yeah. I understand that language, Sue. I get it all the time at home as well, and I don't really like it because I can't help you. I need it north to south, chin to chest. At 605, we're in the lead here at 605. Happy to take a 5 for you there, sir. Make it 610. You saw how long it took me to... Sure? 2.5? They call me Grant the Friendly Auctioneer. I'm trying to help you here. At 605. Are we in or out? Another 2.5. I'll even put a single on top just to help you put yourself in front, sir. Highest bidder gets the opportunity to negotiate with our sellers. 100% sure, sir. I'm going to call it 3 times. Once, twice, last chance in or outs. That's with you, ma'am, at 605. We'll just pause the auction at this point in time, folks, and we'll just have a quick chat. Ma'am, if you could just make your way over to the side room here, we'll have a chat. The music's turned off. I better start talking then, hadn't I? Folks, we've had a lengthy discussion there with this wonderful opportunity here at 109 Fraser Street. Ma'am, could you just confirm for me, please, that your offer of $605,000 still stands?
Yes.
With no improvement. At $605,000, ma'am, as the owner of the property, you're telling me as your auctioneer today as I sell to the highest bidder. On the market it goes now, folks, at $605,000. You'll see the now selling sign start flashing. There it is there. We're on the market. We sell to the highest bidder. I'll call it 3 times. If there's no further bidding, out it goes. At 605. Once, twice, third, final opportunity. Quickly it goes. It goes. Congratulations. That's all we've got for you today, folks, but pop back next week. We've got another 4 fantastic opportunities being offered to you by our wonderful team at EVES, and you'll get to meet Sean Foster, our auctioneer extraordinaire, for next week.
The B team. Got the B team.
I'm going to run for a week and have a break.